You turn off the lights, settle into bed, and then your toes start to feel strange. Maybe they feel numb, dull, heavy, or almost like they are not fully there. During the day, you may barely notice it, but at night, when the room is quiet and your body is still, that numb feeling becomes hard to ignore. I'm Dr. Nolan Ashford, and if you are over 60 and this keeps happening, I do not want you to panic. Numb toes at night do not automatically mean something dangerous, but they are also not something to brush off as just getting older, especially if the pattern is new, frequent, or slowly getting worse. By the end, you'll understand common reasons this happens, why it can matter more after 60, and what patterns are worth bringing up with your doctor. Many older adults dismiss numb toes because it feels small compared with other health concerns. It may not hurt. It may come and go. You may wiggle your toes, change position, and feel a little better. So it is easy to think, my feet are just tired, or maybe I slept wrong. And sometimes that is exactly what is happening. A simple position in bed can put pressure on nerves or reduce blood flow temporarily. Tight socks, heavy blankets pressing on the feet, or sleeping with the ankles bent may contribute for some people. But after 60, the nerves, circulation, joints, and metabolism can all become more sensitive to change. A symptom that seems minor may be your body's quiet way of saying, something here needs a closer look. One common possibility is nerve irritation. The nerves that travel into the feet and toes can become sensitive from pressure, inflammation, injury, spine problems, or long-term health conditions. When those nerves are irritated, the toes may feel numb, tingly, prickly, or unusually cold, even when the room is comfortable. This does not mean one exact condition is present. Sometimes the issue begins in the foot or ankle. Sometimes it may be connected to the lower back. And sometimes it may be part of a broader nerve pattern that needs medical evaluation. Another possible explanation is circulation. Your toes are at the far end of the body, and they depend on healthy blood flow. At night, when you are lying still for hours, circulation changes can become more noticeable. Some people notice numbness, coldness, color changes, or discomfort. Again, this does not prove a circulation problem. But if numbness comes with feet that are unusually cold, pale, bluish, painful, or slow to warm up, that is a pattern worth discussing with a healthcare professional. Blood sugar changes can also play a role for some older adults. Over time, high blood sugar can affect small nerves in the feet. This can lead to numbness, tingling, burning, or a feeling like walking on padding. Some people notice it more at night because there are fewer distractions. Even if you have never been told you have diabetes, your doctor may want to check blood sugar or related risk factors, especially if the numbness is happening in both feet or slowly spreading. Medications are another overlooked piece. Some medicines can contribute to numbness, tingling, swelling, circulation changes, or changes in how the body handles fluids and minerals. That does not mean the medicine is bad, and you should not stop it on your own. But if the numbness started after a medication change, a new dose, or a new combination of medicines, that timing matters. There is also the simple issue of pressure and posture. At night, your feet may stay in one position longer than they ever would during the day. A mattress position, crossed legs, pressure behind the knees, or toes pointed under the blanket can irritate nerves or affect circulation temporarily. A helpful question is this: does the numbness improve when you change position, sit up, walk a few steps, or gently move your feet? If it does, pressure or positioning may be part of the picture. But if it does not improve, keeps returning, or is getting stronger, it deserves more attention. Numbness is not always the only sensation. Some people describe pins and needles. Others feel burning, tightness, crawling sensations, or a strange dead feeling in the toes. Some notice it mostly in the big toe. Others feel it across several toes or both feet. Those details matter. Numbness in one toe may suggest a different pattern than numbness in both feet. Numbness with back pain may point in a different direction than numbness with cold feet. Numbness after walking may be different from numbness only after lying down. So rather than trying to diagnose yourself, try to become a careful observer. Your doctor can do much more with a clear pattern than with a vague statement like, "My toes feel weird sometimes." Here are the patterns I would pay close attention to. First, notice whether it is happening on one side or both sides. Second, notice whether it is only at night or also during the day. Third, notice whether it is getting more frequent, lasting longer, or spreading into the feet. Fourth, pay attention to other symptoms, such as burning, weakness, balance problems, foot wounds, swelling, color changes, or pain. And there are certain situations where numb toes should be taken more seriously. If the numbness is sudden, severe, comes with weakness, trouble walking, chest pain, shortness of breath, confusion, or symptoms on one side of the body, seek urgent medical care. Those are not symptoms to watch for days at home. For the more common situation, where numb toes show up gradually at night, the next steps are about noticing patterns and starting a calm conversation with your doctor. You might keep a simple note for 1 or 2 weeks. Write down when it happens, which toes are affected, whether your feet feel cold or painful, whether changing position helps, and whether it started around a medication change or a new health issue. A few lines can be enough. Also think about your nighttime setup. Are your socks tight? Is a blanket weighing down your toes? Do your feet stay pointed downward for long periods? Are you sleeping in a position that puts pressure behind the knees or ankles? These details can help separate a simple trigger from a pattern that needs deeper evaluation. Hydration, movement during the day, and general foot care also matter, but they are not magic cures. The goal is not to treat numb toes with guesswork. The goal is to understand whether your body is reacting to pressure, circulation, nerves, blood sugar, medication timing, or something else. The important message is this: numb toes at night after 60 are not automatically dangerous, but they are meaningful enough to notice. And the sooner you understand the pattern, the easier it is to avoid ignoring something that may be changing. So tonight, if your toes feel numb again, do not panic. But do not dismiss it either. Notice where it is, how long it lasts, what helps, and whether anything else comes with it. That simple awareness can be one of the best ways to protect your health. If this has happened to you, share in the comments whether it happens once in a while or often, and whether it is one foot or both. Your experience may help someone else feel less alone. And if you know someone over 60 who keeps brushing off numb toes at night, consider sharing this with them. This video is for education only and is not personal medical advice. If numbness is persistent, worsening, new, or concerning, please discuss it with your doctor, because the right advice depends on your personal health history, medications, and symptoms.